Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Sally again. I hope everybody's having a good time at home. Today we are going to make a little coffee filter monster. Miss Robin showed me a little coffee filter butterfly that she's going to make with the younger kids, and I thought it was so cute. I thought it would be fun to make with you guys. So the first thing you're going to need for this coffee filter monster are 2 round coffee filters, some markers, some either a water sprayer or something for like water droplets, or even sprinkle it with your hands, some glue, scissors, strips of paper for your arms and legs, and maybe a white piece of paper or whatever color you want for the eyes. So the first thing we're going to do, you're going to keep your 2 coffee filters together, and you're going to color these all over with however you want to do it, and try to fill in a bunch of it. It'll bleed to fill in the whole thing when you're done, after you get it wet. So it'll still look pretty cool if you don't cover the whole thing. And then after you've done all of this, you put a few more marks here. You're going to take your spray bottle or water droplets or whatever, lay it flat, and you're just going to spray it. And you'll see how it all the colors kind of run together. Now you're going to want this to dry for a while. So you can either set it in the sun for a little while, or I even saw where you could bake it at like 100 degrees for just a few minutes, but leave them together. And afterwards, you're going to have something like this, where it kind of looks tie-dyed. So I've already glued this one together. So you're going to take it and you're going to glue these 2 coffee filters together. And now we're going to make the frayed part around the edges. And you can fold it in half and cut through all the layers like this, all the way around, real quick, just different lengths. When you open it up, it's kind of fuzzy looking. And then you can make the eyes. I'm just going to make one eye for my monster. Make them kind of silly looking. I'm going to do one big eye. I'm going to make his pupil. And glue this down. You can make eyelashes if you want. And a little smile. Then you're going to make your arms and legs. So I've got 2 long strips here. You guys can probably cut these out yourself. And you're going to go back and forth to make them zigzag. Or you can make them curly, like I showed you a couple weeks ago with the piece of paper and the pencil. You can just curl it around. And that makes 2 arms. And you'll glue these inside. And then you'll do the same thing with the 2 legs. And then you'll have your cute little monster. Miss Robin will be with you in just a minute, and she's going to help you, the little ones, make a coffee filter butterfly. And we want you to know that we love you and we miss you all so much. And parents, if you want to order your child's framed art, please let your teacher know, and we will be ordering those by May 1st. Thank you very much. Bye. Love you.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Robin again for this week. I've got some ideas for the little ones, and we sure do miss you guys. This is out of a butterfly I made out of some old filters for a coffee filter. And you can use either type if you have the old flat kind, or you have this kind, you'll just need Mom to cut a little bit here, and because I made this out of an old flat one. You can see that I kind of just trimmed some wings, but you just take your coffee filter and you can put it on some paper and color it in. Put it on something because sometimes the marker gets on things, so you don't want to mess anything up. And then you want to take this, and you can have, if you have a squirt bottle, but if not, you can always just dampen your hand and flick it a little bit, and it'll get this kind of wet. So you can just do it like, squirt a little bit, it'll get it wet. That causes the colors to really just spread out. They'll spread out really nicely on the, and give it almost a tie-dye effect like this. Then you need to give it a little while. You can put it on a paper towel or something, and it will really dry in about an hour to 2 hours, something like that. So it's pretty quick, so it might need 2 steps for this art project. I did 2 filters because the filters I had were a little small. If you have the larger size filter, you might just be able to do all this with 1 filter and not 2. And I did have some pipe cleaners, so I just used that, put it in half, kind of gathered these up like that, kind of fluff it out, and you can decide if you want 1 filter or 2 filters. Then you just take this, slip it down in there. It also works if you don't have a pipe filter like this, you can use some string and do it to like a pencil or a little stick. If you have some type of a wooden stick, I had a little popsicle stick too that I made to glue on this for this filter. So you can do that, and then you could use this kind of filter if that's what you have too, and attach it and do 1 or 2 and make butterfly wings. So you could do the stick type too. And this one, you just put it down in that V, turn it, give it a turn or 2 to hold it in place, fluff out your wings, and you'll see all the different colors that you use from your markers. And then you can bend these, make them into little antennas. You can have them straighter or you can have them curlier, whichever you like. And then I made some little eyes out of paper, or if you have googly eyes, you can do that. And I just attached them right there. So that's, once you get them together, he looks something like this. But like I said, on this one particular one, I did 2 coffee filters because mine weren't so big. So if you have the brown filters, they also work well. You can just do the markers. You can just marker it like this and then cut it out. And I made like the butterfly wing shape. So it's like this when you get done. And then you can either use a pipe cleaner, or I found an old stick from a popsicle or fudsicle or something, and I made a little face on it, and you can glue it like that. Or if you want to switch it up a little bit, you can kind of crinkle him up and make him look more folded and glue it down that way. And then you could make just a little, I'll tape this on, and I made a little antenna for him. Some tape there. And put him on here. So there's really 2 different ways you can make your butterfly, depending on what you have at home. So be sure and set your wet one down on, because you can see how this one is really spreading out now, and it can bleed through the paper and get things a little messy, so you might not want that all over your counters. So that's our craft for this week, the little butterflies. And have fun making your butterflies. You can post them on our comment section. We love to see the crafts you guys are making. Hope you have a fun time and great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.